They laughed at the way he spoke. They whispered about his broken English in a courtroom meant to serve justice. He was mocked, but when the jury returned their verdict, the room fell silent. He didn't just win, he made history. This is a true story of Juan Garcia, an immigrant from Mexico who came to the United States searching for a better life. What he found instead was prejudice, humiliation, and a fight for dignity in a system that saw him as less. But what his critics didn't expect was that this so-called nobody would walk away from that courtroom with $3.1 million in damages and expose the dark reality behind courtroom discrimination. Juan Garcia arrived in Texas in 2007. He worked long hours in construction, quiet, reliable, humble. He never caused trouble, never asked for much. But like millions of immigrants, he carried a dream to live freely and provide for his family. Despite limited English, he learned quickly, but his accent remained, a soft blend of Spanish and survival. In 2019, Juan was injured on the job at a large contracting company. He fell from scaffolding due to negligence by his employer. The company tried to deny responsibility, refused to pay proper compensation. That's when Juan decided to sue. When the trial began, Juan was hopeful. He believed in fairness. But from the moment he took the stand, something felt wrong. The opposing lawyer imitated Juan's accent during questioning. He smirked, called Juan's responses hard to understand. At one point, a juror was even seen laughing quietly while Juan struggled with a word. Even worse, the judge said nothing. Juan, hurt but composed, continued his testimony. He spoke not just with words, but with dignity. His lawyer, a young woman named Maria Castillo, filed objections, called out the discrimination, and demanded the jury focus on the facts, not the accent. On day 4 of the trial, Maria played video evidence showing clear violations of workplace safety laws by the company. She showed that one had reported loose scaffolding 2 days before the incident. Nothing was done. The defense had no answer. And then, the emotional moment. Juan's 9-year-old daughter testified, reading a letter she had written. "Please don't laugh at my dad. He talks different, but he's the best man I know." The courtroom changed. The jury returned a verdict of $3.1 million in damages, citing emotional distress, loss of income, and employer negligence. But the award wasn't just money. It was a message. Discrimination, even in subtle forms like mocking an accent, has no place in a courtroom or in America. Juan didn't want to be famous. He just wanted to be heard. But his case is now used in law schools and diversity training across the country, a reminder that your voice matters, no matter what it sounds like. For every immigrant, every person mocked for speaking differently, this wasn't just a legal win. It was a human one.